Sorry.
All right,
Hello,
PTA.
everyone. All right. Wow, there's nobody there yet. All right, having a, we'll jump right into it. Our current balance is $5,963.29. But we do have $1,000 earmarked out of that for scholarships, the two $500 scholarships for high school students, and also approximately $2,900 for the cost of cleaners for next year. So that brings us down a little bit. Our most recent purchases were decorations and supply for the social. We spent $157. Refreshments of the pizza were $289, and then this for the staff that did come, we bought sandwiches for, which was $54. Which brought our profit from the dance was $205.69. Not bad. We want to give a huge thank you to those who have set up and helped work the event, but also a huge thank you to those families that attended. They were super cute. And thank you to Darren for showing us his fabulous dance moves out there on the floor. The video is one of my favorites. That will be around for a while.
Oh my God.
So it was super cute. Kids, little ones were super excited. As far as new business go, we're sponsoring a staff treat on Friday. We have the really misspelled that gelato trucks coming from 11:30 to 1:30, and so they'll be in the bus circle. So as Darren is flipping burgers and hot dogs for the staff, then they can go get the dessert out there. We just want to give a little thank you and show our appreciation to the staff.
Thank you.
The gelato is so good.
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
Yes. And they were really easy and nice to work with. So.
Is there a flavor list for the staff?
Yes, you have 8 flavors to pick from: vanilla, Oreo, chocolate, coffee, strawberry, lemon, coconut, and vegan pistachio.
Is it Italian pistachios
It's Italian
or is it the California pistachios?
You know what? You could ask them. I had actually the regular pistachio at the last birthday party I was at. That's how I saw them, and it was delicious. But I didn't get that.
Okay, was it green or brown?
It was green.
Oh no.
But I don't know what color the nuts were. The ice cream itself was green though, but it was delicious.
I'll be going for the espresso.
Okay. So we're all super excited for that.
Yeah.
As far as the upcoming events, I started to put the wrong date, stop, and I didn't fix it. So bingo is on April 10th. We are super excited.
What day?
April 10th.
Friday, April 10th.
Oh yeah.
It will be at Big Chill again.
Yeah.
They are very gracious and are hosting us again. We did discuss some different ideas on how to set up to get a little more space and whatnot, so we have some things we're working on for that. We will start about 5:30, so we are super excited.
Is that what night is that?
A Friday.
It's on the calendar.
It's on my calendar.
At 5:30, yeah. So come win some money, or whatever we're gonna end up giving away. We have some different ideas, gift cards, baskets. We're in the process of working that all out right now. But location, date, time is set.
Shoot.
Can you not do that?
No, I'm gone.
Okay.
I have like multiple doctor's appointments that day, but I won't be at school, but I will be at PTA bingo.
Awesome. As far as the color run, we moved it to Saturday, May 2nd. We're starting to get organized on that, so more details will need to follow, but please mark that date. It is a ton of fun.
What day?
May 2nd, Saturday, May 2nd.
It's on my
We
calendar.
just approved it.
Make sure your sprayer is working and ready to go.
It'll be.
All right, and as we were just talking about before you came, some of you came, we were talking about our swim up movies. It's in the works. We're going to give the date of May 15th to the pool to see if that will work or not. But we do have a lot of questions. Gina's gonna work on meeting with them and getting some answers. So we'll have some more information in the next meeting about that.
The color is at 8, right?
Yeah, it's an early one.
Because we have the staff Marlins game that day too. Going all colored up.
And then Teacher Appreciation Week is coming. It's May 4th through the 8th, as we were discussing also, right on testing week as usual. Our appreciation, we get to test our kids. So that's tons of fun. If any business or parent would like to contribute, please let us know. We will be reaching out to local business and whatever. We're working on our plans for that. Just wanted to kind of put it out there now. And the final thing on our agenda is PTA board elections will take place during our final meeting in May. If anybody's interested in running, please let us know by the next meeting. Or at the next meeting, we'll work too. We know we will have at least 2 vacant spots, for sure.
What's vacant, well, what's vacant?
Well, all the positions are vacant. I mean, they can run for whatever, but Lena and I are stepping down after this year.
All right.
And
Oh, my goodness.
that is all I have, unless someone has a question, unless you have a question.
No, I was just gonna say, if you're doing anything on May 4th or May 8th for teacher appreciation at the school, I would like to volunteer
Yay, I'll put you down.
as my last teacher, Kayla's teacher
It's very
appreciation.
sad. It's very sad. I'm here forever. Just the 4th day.
Yeah, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm in Key West and Ocean Lake.
Oh,
May 7th is the check day.
good check then.
I'll see you there.
No, it would love to keep you in mind.
Yeah, I know.
I think school board is and I don't know if anybody in line has any questions for us, but if not, that's pretty much what we have.
That's it.
That's it.
We are gonna put us on mute. Our SAC will start in 7 minutes.
All right, hello everyone. Thank you for putting your names in the chat. If you are joining us virtually, I am typing your names into attendance right now as we speak. We're gonna go ahead and call to order. Can I have someone here make a motion?
I'll first.
I'll second.
All right, and then approval of the minutes.
Again.
I'll second.
Same too.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with Title I food program and benefits.
Parent feedback on SIT. Is that you?
That's, yep.
Okay, good.
So, usually mid-year, we go back and look at the survey and stuff that we sent out at the beginning of the year. It seems our feedback is normally the same thing every year, it's just, work schedules and time of days for parents to be able to participate in our family engagement, but, we've been getting better feedback on it as we do give different times. So sometimes we do something during the day, sometimes we have things in the evening. So we've been getting more positive feedback on that, and our communication as well has improved overall, like in the classroom between the different platforms that we've been using. Whether it's a middle school classroom or elementary, that feedback has increased as well. The feedback that Title I is asking for, if anybody has any, is from our SIP plan, which it's been posted on our school website and shared on social media for parents to check out, as well as our parent engagement plan of the different events that we've been doing in schools. So some of the things that we've done already this year is like our STEAM night, which is like one of our biggest events, but our literacy night went very well this year too. I feel like it was one of our most filled ones, I guess, in the past few years. So it was a mix of Title I / literacy / ELL night. So if anybody has any feedback on anything extra you would like to see, or
Does anybody have new ideas?
new ideas of what we're doing.
Can I say mine?
Yes, say it because I'm working on that.
Okay. So the one idea that I was throwing around with Veronica is like where parents can come and like do something, right? Because everybody wants to like have an experience. So if we could tie in some sort of, you know, family engagement night and have like a paint, instead of a paint and sip night, have a paint and snack night or something where it's like they come and they have like they're learning some sort of, you know, painting something together. So we would get enough people, find out how many, and then it would be like some sort of creative, something that they would come and they would leave with, you know, painting or something like that, some sort of art.
I reached out to.
They can paint a twisty.
There you go. So we thought maybe we can mix that up with our fine arts night, so that way it kind of like doubles up, because I know our fine arts night is always kind of hard to get participation in, but if we do something like that, it would be fun, and then we can always get maybe some of our middle school art students, or even get some past students or from the high school that want to come and like be the ones that we follow, like have like a dot cam for them or something. They can do it on their peer touch of the stage, and families could follow along and do something like that. That would be, you know.
And so then if we did something more art-based, we could do.
We talked to someone about doing this, and she said she was interested.
Oh, great.
Great. Who is?
That's Graham.
Just,
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Jess. Please do that.
So our fine art night is already scheduled for May 12th. That was kind of the date I was kind of looking at. I don't know if that's too far or to enter, like would April be a better time, but I know there's so many sports going on, so I want to be able to pick a date and start advertising already. If you guys think that would be a fun event to do with our families to, you know, we usually do a lot of the reading, which we want to read, we do the math, but it'd be nice to now, you know, kind of support our art program and build on different things like that that they can do. And then we can also have our art students put their work on display from throughout the school year. So that kind of, and our band students would be there as well. So, well, and maybe our drama students can put something on for us that day too. So it'd be like a nice fine art showcase for our school, as well as an activity the families can do together.
And I know something that the EL department mentioned for like future EL literacy nights was to kind of do, and we can use the cafeteria for this, where we can do giving out passports. And then like each grade level could have some kind of like Hispanic country where like kids could fill a passport with their family and kind of like a hunt. And that way they have that, yeah, like
I like that one.
Epcot. And Keeler go school.
That's a cute idea though.
yeah, like a passport in a book, and every family has one, and you collect stamps to every those. Like,
Oh, our own little passport?
Yeah.
that was something like that for
That's a good idea. I like that too.
How much is that gonna cost them?
It's Title I parent engagement.
Oh,
I
okay.
have money. That's my, not you.
What other like events, activities, or we've done a game night, we used to do a talent show, we used to do, what else?
We
A
did
kids'
years
talent
ago.
show would be great.
The kids talent, and that's come up in the last couple of years with different people.
We did the game night last year, but.
Pardon me?
about more events for this year.
No, for next year.
Oh. No, I
She
need
was like,
to-
we're gonna watch it.
No, we just wanna get through.
The
We're,
painting one would be this year, we'll be tying into the family night.
Oh,
We'll see how that goes. And
Okay.
then more ideas for next year.
oh, we're gonna do pink
But I
this
do
year.
like the passport one for our Hispanic heritage would be the perfect time to do as one of our first events. You know what I mean? That would be a great one for when Hispanic heritage starts in September. Then we can even do it the same night as our open house or something, that way we can double up on one night, you know, type of things like that. But the painting one, we definitely do need one. I have kindergarten kickoff coming up, so we buy things for that too, but I also need something else that's not just for kindergarten, that's school-wide, so that's why Tiffany brought me the idea about the art one.
Is the paint night gonna be, I'm sorry, my is in the cafeteria?
It would be like in a cafeteria, like we do steam night in a cafeteria, we can do a paint night or an art night, like give it a
Well, making,
tornado
I
showcase.
see, and I've never done this. Well, being at a florist and like make your own bouquets.
Oh, we had a flower thing.
Oh, we did that for.
The teachers did that. They
But
liked it.
that's another
It's
idea,
just-
you know, things like that,
Yeah.
it has to have like, have high standards to it, so learning, so that's why we thought the art one would be. a good one. But we can mix it up, well, you know, mix it up.
How about a bowling?
Where we gonna do that?
Where are you
Oh,
gonna bowl?
I think,
Oh, okay.
don't they have a little duck thing?
Yeah, you can only have one, but you can have RSVP. Okay, so,
But like a family kickball game.
Oh,
That's always,
Or-
Beach Church does that, and that's always a
oh,
big
that's
thing.
a good idea.
Really do. Keeler Mahar.
well, we have a field.
So we can come up with something.
I like that. Kickball.
Well, and then I'm
As
trying
long
to
as
think
no
of
one breaks
like,
an ankle.
I want something different, so like, the people, the kids are gonna be really into talent show, or really into the art night, are gonna be different, might be different kids that are really into kickball. So like, that we're reaching all of our.
Well, we used to have a softball staff versus kids. We used to have that.
Staff versus.
Yeah, it was an after-school event. We did it multiple, on the field that we
What
had
what
over.
was it a few years, I know that this is when Connor was there, the teachers got hit with pies in the face.
Oh, that was Pi Day.
Was that, okay,
That was a fundraiser for Pi Day for the
Okay.
department. But we thought about bringing that last year.
and that's literally next week.
Yeah.
This week, this week.
All right, I'll look into, I guess we can just try the paint one, the mix of the art, and then definitely like the ideas for next year that I can write down so we have our engagement plan.
Okay. Eva, anything for Avid?
Well, I took the 8th grade up to visit the best school ever, University of Miami. I know, great
God.
ends discussion the whole way. It was lots of fun.
I'm feeling sick.
But it was very cool.
Those poor kids.
It's a
They came back
beautiful
so happy.
campus.
I know. I
They
got
loved it.
pictures all afternoon.
Yeah.
Cal got a really nice new hoodie.
Yeah, I did. I kind of think they like the school store the best, honestly. That's all they were focused on. But we walked the campus and we got to see a lot of buildings. We actually went through the buildings, looked into the classrooms. We saw like where the professors have their offices and stuff. The self-guided I was a little worried about it because I hadn't done that one. FIU has always been guided, but it was kind of nice just to go our own direction. So that was very nice. So that was exciting. Next month, I'm gonna take the 6th and 7th grade Avid kids to the College of Florida Keys right up here.
Good.
We're gonna walk up there and they're gonna show us what they got there. And Avid Excel's gonna go with this too. And then the other thing is that you're being very generous and you're gonna pay for three more teachers to become Avid certified educators, which is super exciting. The application window just opened, so the 3 of them are applying, so fingers crossed they get in.
Is 8th grade Avid doing what they've done in like college tours?
We're currently working on that for May.
May 21st and
May
22nd.
21st and 22nd. We're hoping to take them to Orlando and do UCF and maybe, Full Sail or Valencia.
I'm waiting to see which former kids we have in different places, but I have a student at Gulf Coast that is willing to give us a tour. If she's still there, a student at Valencia, We're
To
working
them.
on
We're working on
UCF.
UCF.
We're working on UCF, but Geo would be better. They could tag
Big
team.
tag team.
Um,
We have some.
so yes, May
coming up
21st and
too.
22nd, and we already have a hold for rooms, so we're just making sure we
Transportation.
get an itinerary to send home to the, and I went and talked to the kids about it last week with
Okay.
Mr. Rodriguez, because he's doing all the research right now. So we kind of tied it in together what they're working on. So the short of it, yes,
Okay.
more information to come.
And it doesn't enter your discussion.
You're welcome.
The last weekend of April.
All right, I'm moving on to sporting and school events. I'm gonna talk about Coral Shores. Coral Shores had their In the Heights, so I don't know if anybody has gone to those. They already had it, so it's finished. But, In the Heights was outstanding.
So good.
And it was super proud. I was super proud to be there to see our former students there, and knowing that our drama program got them ready. Like they were just outstanding,
They were part of the league.
and they were the lead.
They were the league.
They were the lead. So with that being said, all the reason why we do the sports and all these other events is to get them ready for high school. We have Matilda coming up. And Matilda is at the end of April, right? The last 2 weekends in April, so I know they're working hard on that. I can't wait to see it. They were fantastic. Well, they're always fantastic. And another good thing about going to see In the Heights, our drama kids were there. Like the night I went, there were some of our kids there, and some of and a whole bunch of our students were there. So it was great to see that our kids are getting involved at an earlier age at the high school. Sporting, as you know, we have baseball and softball going on, and is Sheldon and
Track.
KJ, they're doing track, right? They have elementary track coming up. Tryouts are coming up. I got feedback from the district. We are a go for lacrosse for next year. So we are going to be doing lacrosse. We have 2 coaches already lined up.
Girls and boys.
That's the plan. That is the plan. And then we are also a go for golf.
Wow. Is
Yes.
this only for middle school?
Yes, for right now.
You have a.
Unless lacrosse is throwing out a whole bunch of things. So I'm not sure what lacrosse is gonna come up with, if they're gonna do 5th and up or just 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'm not 100% sure. I've gotta meet with our 2 former students that are the coaches, so I'm excited to see that. Mr. Myers, Pat Myers is gonna be one of the coaches, and Isaiah Lee, right? Isaiah? Yeah, Isaiah Lee is gonna be there, so 2 former students. So excited to see that.
Pat's gonna, oh,
Yeah, Coach Pat's coming
for what?
for lacrosse.
Oh, I didn't know if it was golf, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
I was like,
Mr.
golf.
Leffler is gonna do golf.
Oh.
Mr. Leffler is gonna do golf.
And is that also 5th through 8th or just?
Right now, I think it's just 6th through 8. From what I understand, we already have 4 kids that are interested. So we'll see where we're going with that. And then in the conversations with the deputy superintendent, because the increase of all of our activities, I think they are finally gonna give us a van for next year. So that would be nice. I'm hoping for 2.
Way to go.
This past weekend, our Special Olympics unified teams all competed at Marathon, at a real big event down there. So we had our track team, our soccer team, and our cheerleading team. And then our cheerleaders also came in, and our unified team performed for the pep rally today in front of the middle school as well as Miss Shaw's cheerleaders.
I have nothing for safety and security. It's on there if anybody has any questions about safety and security. And then media, there are no new books that are being purchased, so we are in compliance. EL, I'm gonna skip the school improvement plan because I do have some stuff to talk about. ELL, I'm gonna talk about summer school. We are, as we know, as I've talked about, we're in a little bit of a budget crunch. We definitely are gonna have 3rd third grade camp, ESY, and then they're definitely gonna be doing EL. We just don't know how many kids we're gonna be able to get there. But with that population, they need extra support. So we're hoping to have a very nice big program for that. I did send in the numbers for summer school, and I am planning for a full-on summer school. I just hope that the district will pay for it. But EL, that is definitely what we're doing. Melissa, do you have anything to add for the EL?
Not right now. Are you getting ready for writing?
I want to talk about open enrollment. It's all basically about the same. I jotted down some notes. We lost 6 students since the last time we met, but we gained 10. So, yeah, so we have, since the last SAC meeting, we have gained 4 students. So hopefully that will help with our enrollment. I'm going to talk about the school improvement plan. So everybody should have received a separate document with test scores. So you can see at the very first column, it says 25, 26, PM1. And this would be for ELA. You can see the percentage that are proficient. So obviously with kindergarten, with them being 11% proficient, I mean, obviously they're just coming, it's their first exposure to being in school. Not all the kids know their letters or can read. But you can see by PM2, they went from 11 to 30%. So I'm just kind of going over this so you can see how to read the chart. Kindergarten had a growth of 19 percentile. But in contrary to that, you can see last year at PM2, kindergarten was at 34%. So you can see it's a 4% difference from last year to this year. And last year, we had 58% of our kindergartners reading proficiently. So you can see by the first column, that's where we are when we started the school year. PM2 is what we looked like at winter break. The third column is what we looked like last year at winter break. And then the fourth column is where we ended up at the end of the year. And then, of course, the last column is yet to be filled in. You can see that's where we're going. So my point is, you can see how much we have grown from PM1 to PM2 and how much either on pace or off pace or ahead of pace we are for achieving where we were last year. So kindergarten to me, statistically, 3 to 5% is significant. So we're just under under that significant range for kindergarten. Same thing with first grade. We're ahead of schedule for second grade for ELA as compared to last year. Ahead of schedule for we're behind for second grade. We're right almost on track with third grade, even though it's a difference from 38 to 43. But that's not statistically significant. Fourth grade, we're the same thing, 6%. This year for fifth grade, we're way ahead of schedule, about on pace for sixth grade, about on pace for seventh grade, and we're ahead of schedule for eighth grade ELA. So like when I say we're hanging on by the hair of our chinny chin chin, we're hanging on by the hair of our chinny chin chin. So the teachers understand the assignment of, buckling down. They know everything that they need to know for their students and where to get them. We've been talking about it. We've had their data chats. As you can see for civics, I didn't have any data from last year, but last year we were at 85% and we're at 59, 60%. So we look like we're pretty much on pace for that. Fifth grade science and eighth grade science, we are already ahead of where we ended up last year. So we're looking good for that. On the back is math. We are well ahead with kindergarten math, first grade math. We're on pace with second grade math. Third grade math is a little bit on the struggle bus, but I have confidence that they are working extra hard on in third grade math. Fourth grade, so the difference between fourth grade and fifth grade, we have some of our fourth grade kids not taking the fourth grade test because they're in accelerated math, so they're taking the fifth grade test. So that's why the fourth grade, we only went up 13%. It's because some of our fourth grade kids are in fifth grade. And then when you look at fifth grade, we have some of those fourth graders mixed in there, but we're on pace where we were from last year. But we need to do better for there, so they are working strategically in fifth grade. Sixth grade, she's right on pace as where she was last year. And then we did have Mr. Griffith in there for a majority of the time. So Mr. Griffith did a great job. So Tessie is very happy to see that. Seventh grade math, ahead of schedule. And eighth grade, Veronica, how you doing?
I'm doing good, but we do have extra kids in algebra this year, so that's user numbers a little bit.
So we were on pace for algebra. I think we're on pace for algebra to be 89, 90%, if not 100. So again, the teachers are working diligently and strategically with their students in those grades. This is basically the same report I had to turn into the superintendent. So we are on pace to be an A. Again. Yes. Right?
I just had to do it.
Yeah, knock on wood, knock on wood. All right, my principal's report. Aftercare has started. So we have been going for a full month, right?
3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks. And so enrollment is going up. So you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so I'm really, really excited. The kids enjoy coming to aftercare. Every time they see me in the hallway, it's always like, Miss Jen, I can't wait to see you. And it's all like, hugs, and we're doing really well. We come in, we have snacks. We're doing a lot of homework enrichment. They're catching up on their assignments if they sometimes don't get a chance to finish in class. We also work on manipulatives and math, and and then we have outdoor play, and they're socializing. They're having a really good time, and I'm really, really happy with this program.
You're doing a wonderful job. And the next thing on the principal report is we are getting ready to plan our kindergarten kickoff. So we no longer call it kindergarten roundup. It is called kindergarten kickoff, and it is going to be April 22nd. We're going to have a morning session, and we're going to have an afternoon session. And we're going to meet, and we're going to revamp it a little. It's no longer just going to be a sit and get. It is going to be a little bit interactive. We're still going to take the tour of the cafeteria, sit down and get a snack, and take a little ride on the bus. But it's not going to be where they sit there and the kids have to sit there and listen to us talk to the parents. It's going to be a little bit different. In the theme, we're going to put out some publicity with social media. We're going to try to kick it up since the younger parents like to see the stuff on the gram. So we're going to be working on that.
And it's our
Really
really
cool
cool.
video.
Yeah.
And
Don't say anything, don't give away anything. So we're gonna have some really cute things coming out from there. We're excited, but we are gonna meet with kindergarten team and pre-K team to put together something fantastic for the kids. So that's the plan. Mrs. Fisher, do you have anything for the teacher report?
Yeah, absolutely. Fourth grade, I'm gonna say Miss Nyman and just doing a fine job. She's pulled out all the integrated strategies to keep science and math afloat, and I'm just thankful for that. She's really picked up for the team. As far as the rest of the grade levels, everyone's working really hard. And kind of just discipline and check right now. I don't know, just before spring break, things kind of turned up a notch, but we're steady and we're going at it.
Mrs. Zepeda?
Just one thing that we're focusing on is attendance and trying to keep our students, here at school all day, every day, and reminding them that, you know, their attendance matters throughout the whole day, not just to be here part of the day. So we're, reaching out to, families, but again, just keeping that in mind. The more that they're here, the less they fall behind. Right now, we're looking at, grade like recovery for students that are struggling if they have Fs. So I'm pulling them out of their flex time, which is their during the day clubs at the end of the day. And any students that are trying to bring up those Fs are using that time frame to bring up those grades, get their percentages as high as possible. There is a concern that we might not have summer school for middle school. So we do have spots for our EL students. We'll have
Credit recovery. No
credit recovery. So that is something that is very different and a big kind of scare for some of our middle schoolers that maybe we're banking on redoing a class in the summer that is not looking like it's a possibility. So we're working with them right now to make sure that they're getting those grades up, and we just are trying to get parents and everyone on board to work together to do that.
I just want to add to that whole attendance part. For elementary, I understand that there's sometimes there's medical reasons and so on, and if we can get the word out there that, if there was something that, kept the child from being here, there's a valid excuse, please don't forget to turn those in. That really helps for elementary, because I know most of the time we're here and usually they're sick or something like that, and it really helps with your attendance.
Yeah. We know that super bug is going around,
Yep,
whatever that.
it took out quite a bit.
Took out quite a bit of us. That's all we have. Does anyone have any questions or concerns for us? No? All right. Thank you very much. Anyone at home? Any questions or concerns? No? All right. No? All right.
Oh, one more thing, we're having our PSAT on Wednesday for anyone who has 8th graders.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, ladies. Have a good night.